You guys are going to be happy to know that today's video is not going to be too terribly long. Yay! Thank you, Miss Smith. All right, in the 3.2 video today, what we're going to do is we're going to verify theorems about the angles that are created by transversals and parallel lines. Okay, so it's a little bit different than what we did last time. Last time, all we did is we said, hey, you know what? We have a transversal that intersects two or more other lines. This time, the lines are going to be parallel, and we're going to see what happens to the measurements of those angles. Let's go take a look. Okay, right here, it says that if two parallel lines are cut by a transversal, then the angle relationships created by the transversal are either going to be congruent or supplementary. Okay, so let's look at something. First and foremost, okay, I want you guys to notice right here, we've got the little arrows. That tells us that the lines are parallel, right? Okay, let's look at which angle relationships will be congruent and which ones are going to be supplementary. All right, so corresponding angle theorem. Do you guys remember corresponding angles, right? Corresponding angles have to be in the same location, right, in respect to their intersection. Okay, so if the lines are parallel, then corresponding angles are congruent, right? Okay, so you know what? I'm going to come over here and I'm going to make me a little table. Okay, and Miss Smith, come on, get your act together, draw it correctly. All right, congruent angles. The congruent angles are corresponding angles. That's one of them. All right, let's see. What else do we have? The alternate interior angles. Do you guys remember alternate interior angles? They're inside the lines. They alternate across the transversal. Okay, and if the lines are parallel, hey guys, these guys are also congruent. Okay, all right. So we also have alternate interior angles will be congruent. All right, let's move on down. Alternate exterior angles. Remember, alternate exterior are outside of the lines, right? And they alternate across the transversal. Well, hey guys, if your lines are parallel, then your alternate exterior angles are also congruent. All right, so alternate exterior angles are also congruent. Hey, wait a minute. So far, what we've seen is just the congruent angles. Just a second ago, it said that they would be congruent or supplementary. Well, guess what? The next one's right out down here, okay? Consecutive interior angles. You guys remember, consecutive interior angles. Consecutive interior means that they are on the inside of the lines, but they're on the same side of the transversal. Now, if we have parallel lines, then consecutive interior angles are supplementary. There's our supplementary angle, right? So over here, I'm going to write that if they are supplementary, so that means that they add up to 180 degrees, that is the consecutive interior angles, right? So let me move over here and let me pull this up. So just to recap, okay, the angle relationships. When you have parallel lines, the angle relationships that are congruent are the corresponding angles, the alternate interior angles, the alternate exterior angles. The angle relationships that are supplementary are consecutive interior angles. Okay, so we have some properties now. Now we're going to go and apply those properties and verify that this does indeed work. All right, so let me look and see which one do we want to go down to today. You know what, guys? Let's go down to number 7. All right, I'll meet you guys down at number 7. Okie dokie. All right, we're down here at number 7. And guys, it says for 7 through 12, what you're going to do is you're going to label the picture with the given information. And then you're going to find the value of X and the missing angle measurement. Okay, so the given information is right here. Here is our given information. It gives us the measurement of angle 3 and angle 6. So guys, when I label that information, I know that these pictures are kind of small, so it might look like this, to where you put an arrow and you say, you know what, this angle is 10x minus 8, and this angle right here is 25 plus 7x. Okay, that's labeling your picture. Now, it wants us to find the value of x. So I need to look, and very first thing I need to do is ask myself, what is the relationship between the two angles with the x? Oh, that's angle 3 and angle 6. So, guys, what is the relationship between angle 3 and angle 6? Okay, so hopefully you guys said, hey, Miss Smith, those are alternate interior angles. Okay, so alternate interior angles. And let's see, I have, if you guys notice right here, here's the parallel symbol, right? I have alternate interior angles with parallel lines. So what would be the relationship between their measurements? So the characteristics, alternate interior angles are what when my lines are parallel? Hopefully you said, hey, Miss Smith, alternate interior angles are congruent when my lines are parallel. Oh, they're congruent. Okay, so if they're congruent, then do you guys know how to solve this? You know what? I want you guys to give it your best shot. I want you guys to set up the equation now that you know that they're congruent, and tell me, what do you guys get for x? All right, how'd you guys do? Okay, so look at my work, compare it with your work, see how you did, okay? So if you need to rewrite it out, go ahead and rewrite it out, but x should be 11 because if our angles are congruent, then we set the measurements equal to each other. Okay, so there's our x. Now, ladies and gents, it's asking us to find the measurement of angle 7 that's out here. Okay, the measurement of angle 7. Well, that's not one of the expressions that we were given. So let me show you guys something. So we said that angles 3 and 6 are congruent because the lines are parallel, right? Okay, well look, right over here. 6 and 7 are over here on the same intersection. Hey guys, what relationship is between angle 6 and angle 7? That's right, they're vertical angles. Oh, okay, so let's think about this, okay? If angle 6 and angle 7 are vertical angles, okay, then what's true about their relationship? Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They're going to be congruent, aren't they? It doesn't matter if we have parallel lines or not. Vertical angles are always, always, always congruent. So we need to figure out what is the measurement of angle 6 in order to find the measurement of angle 7. So guys, angle 6 right here, okay, I'm going to plug my x in. So I rewrite the expression, 25 plus 7x, and then I'm going to plug in my value of x. And guys, plug it into your calculator, and you should get 102, which means that the measurement of angle 7 is 102 degrees. Don't forget that degree symbol, right? Okay, degrees. All right, congratulations. You guys just worked out and verified, okay, your first angle relationship with parallel lines. Okay, all right, now we're going to do one that's a little bit different, and I'm going to throw you guys a curveball. So let's go down and take a look at number 8 next. Okay, number 8, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to label our picture with the given information. All right, so right here is our given information. All right, so it says that angle 2, which is right here, okay, is 8x minus 14, and angle 8, that's right here, is 12x minus 6. Now, guys, we can look at this and we can ask ourselves, hey guys, what's the relationship between angle 2 and angle 8? What do you guys think? What would be the relationship between angle 2 and angle 8? All right, so guys, there's not a direct relationship. Oh, Miss Smith, see, I told you I was going to throw you guys a curveball, right? Okay, so if there's not a direct relationship, guys, we need to create a relationship. Okay, so we're going to create a relationship. So you can choose either of your angles, okay, angle 2 or angle 8, and you can say, okay, how can I create a relationship? All right, so ladies and gents, do you guys remember, dun dun, let me see here, angle 2 and angle 6. Now, I'm choosing angle 6 because it's right next to angle 8, and I want to create that relationship. So, what is the relationship between angle 2 and angle 6? That's right. Hey guys, those, angle 2 and angle 6, right, are corresponding, right? Those are corresponding. And if I have corresponding angles, then what's true about the measurements of corresponding angles when I have parallel lines? That's right. They are going to be congruent. Oh, okay. So that means that if angle 2 is 8x minus 14, then angle 6 is also 8x minus 14. Okay, we're partway there. Now, I've created a relationship between 2 and 6. Now, hey guys, what is the relationship then between angle 6 and angle 8? What is that relationship? Oh, hopefully you guys said, hey, Miss Smith, angle 6 and angle 8 are linear pairs, right? Angle 6 and angle 8, they are right next to each other. They share the same vertex, and they're on a line. They are linear pairs. And, hey, guys, well, wait a minute. What is the property of a linear pair? What do those angles do? That's right. Those angles add up to 180 degrees. Okay, so we've taken a couple of steps. We've created the relationship, and now we know that angle 6 and angle 8 add up to 180 degrees. So I want you guys to solve it and tell me, what do you guys get for x whenever you set up this equation and solve it? All right, how'd you guys do? Did you remember that linear pairs, okay, when I add them up to 180, I got to do part plus part equals the whole. So I do 8x minus 14 plus 12x minus 6, set it equal to 180, and then I go through and I solve. So if you didn't get that wrong, right, it's okay. Go ahead and write it down. Write down the correct way to do it. Okay, now, while you guys are writing that down, okay, I want you to think about, now we're asked to go find the measurement of angle 1. Oh boy. Okay, so there's a couple of different ways that you guys can solve this, and it's not right or wrong, it's just however you see the picture. So I could look and I could say, okay, you know what? Angle 1 is next to angle 2. I can find the relationship between angle 1 and angle 2. Or I can look at it and say angle 1 is outside the lines. So angle 8 is outside the lines. So what's the relationship between angle 8 and angle 1? I could also try it that way. There's a couple of different ways that I can use to solve this particular angle measure. So I'm going to look at it and I'm going to say, you know what? I know that angle 1 and angle 8 are alternate exterior angles. And if they're alternate exterior angles, then their measurements have to be congruent because my lines are parallel. Oh, so that means that, okay, and we're going to write this down, okay, that means that angle 1 and is congruent to angle 8, right? Okay, is congruent to angle 8. And in parentheses, I can put because they are alternate exterior angles. Okay, so if angle 1 and angle 8 are the same, then guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the expression for angle 8 and solve for it. So I've got 12x minus 6. I'm going to plug in my x value. So 12 times 10 minus 6. And drum roll. All right, you should get 114 degrees. Okay, now remember, I told you guys that you are going to have to be thinking a little bit more. Remember that? I said that in our last unit. Well, guys, here we go. You got to think a little bit more. You got to create relationships when they're not there in order to be able to solve these problems. And some of you may create different relationships than others, and that's okay as long as, okay, the relationships are valid. So there are multiple ways that you can create a relationship. So there's not one right or wrong answer. Check with your teacher or with your tutor or with your class partner to see if you're on track. All right, guys. So until later, that's it for 3.2. We'll see you guys later.